In that case, you'd have to lose a full 2 inches bare minimum to get that under the deck lid. But it is doable. It is doable. I was considering dropping it down lower by using curved pipe here to go down into the centre. I'm restricted by the mechanism here on the bottom of the carburettor. So basically, if we go from the top of the pipe, it's about 2 inches below it. So any more than that, and that's going to crash. Also restricted by the bottom of the solenoid at this side. Again, it's a little over 2 inches to the pipe work, and that would crash if it went more than 2 inches too. So it makes it nice and easy. It means I can just use bits of straight pipe and makes it an easy job. And 2 inches is basically that. So the top of the carburettor should be about here, and that should be plenty underneath the deck lid. Let's put the deck lid on, and I might even get a filter on there too. Gap between manifold is 5.5 inches, which is there. But we need to remove the thickness of this, which is there. Oh, it works out just below 90mm, so about 88mm. And then we're going to be half in that. So we need 2 pipes. 44. The basic idea. I put the spacer on, and the Bakelite one, stop the heat soak, that it just clears. So the mechanism on the bottom of the carburettor actually clears the metalwork, and there's enough stud going to be stuck through there to bolt onto. But obviously you can't bolt onto it if it's a sealed unit. So my thinking is, on the bottom of here, I'm going to put a couple of holes, big enough to get a socket through, and basically I'm going to put a couple of grommets on there to seal the holes. Hopefully they'll stand up to the petrol funnel long enough to be useful, and that means I can actually bolt that on directly to the manifold, and it'll give me the lowest possible deck height once it's all done. So that's the plan. Like so. There we go. So it fits on quite nicely on there. The mechanism's just clear, so I don't think there'll be an issue at all. So I think we're pretty much good to try that on the van, see how it fits. I did notice when I trial fitted the manifold part to the van, I've missed the servo outlet, the vacuum feed. So I'll need to drill this and add some kind of plug or feed for that. Also, I may have provision to attach the manifold to a nut on the engine somewhere, just to help support the vibration of the movement, as I have on the previous manifold. That's the vacuum feed I've got to add on. Rock and roll. Fitted the port so we can attach the servo vacuum line and a mounting bolt underneath to secure the manifold with. Paint o'clock. Looks good after a lick of paint. The Beetle carb is on the van. So we've got our new manifold, we've got our feed here for the brake servo, all wind up nicely. The pipes are a little bit on the small side for the clamps, so hopefully they'll seal okay. I don't know if we're going to run into issues with carb icing. A lot of people have said I will do. I'm hoping with the reduced manifold, just having the box section straight into the pipes, it won't be as bad. Though should that be an issue, I'm going to consider creating some kind of warmer for it. But we'll see how it goes for the time being. I've got a bit of a temporary bodge on the accelerator at the minute. For whatever reason, the cable's not long enough on this van. It never has been. So I suspect it's got the wrong one fitted, but until I get around to sorting that, we've got a temporary bodge. So give it a try. First fire. Well, first fire on this manifold. We did try it briefly on the adapter. See how it goes. I think I might have got an air leak somewhere. I've been fighting for about an hour to figure out why this carb won't start, this engine won't start, and I was convinced it was an air leak but couldn't find out where. I forgot to put the grommets underneath back in the manifold after I bolted the carb on. What a moron. It's running even better now I've remembered to put the wires back on. So I am a little bit concerned about those two rubber lungs. You can actually feel them kind of concaving as the air pressure is sucking. So I don't want them to end up being sucked into the engine or something ridiculous. So I think what I may do is remove those and fit a plate and tag seal it on or something that I can take off later. The chances are this is going to be kind of staying as it is now for some time, because I don't plan on changing it if it works. In terms of the air filter, put the standard CT filter back on there. And I think we're good. I think it's underneath the deck lid. It's really hard to tell because I can't actually put my deck lid down properly because of whoever built this stupid thing. So I can't put it on at an angle and then slowly drop it. It has to kind of slide on. But I think we're on there. So I'm going to pop it on now just to make sure, fire it up and make sure it's not squeaking away and rubbing, that I can hear at least or feel. But yeah, I think we are good for today. So I am going to be looking at rejetting the carb at some point because I want it running lean. So we're going to open those jets up, all being well, and we're going to probably check the CO2 levels and stuff and have a bit of a carb day. But I'm hopefully going to go see my mate Chris about that. He's the carb man, and that will be in the next video.